What's going on, designers and fellow creative enjoyers? Today we're going to be designing a poster for the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. Let's do it. One of the main things I wanted to start off with this poster was some sort of tech we should do. I fell in love at a Rays game. I think, just having that type right up at the top. It should be like 2007. I feel like 2026 is not the year to fall in love at a Rays game. I'm stretching this out because it just makes sense for the poster. We're just gonna try to find like a nice font for this. We want it to be compelling, but we don't want it to take over in the middle at a Rays game. Possibly the worst idea from all of this was me thinking it was a good idea to sit on the hood of my car. I keep slipping down. This is cool. Let's do like a crazy, yeah. I fell in love at a Rays game in 2007. What if we remove game? What if it was playoff game? That's even more, there's more at stake when it's a playoff game. And I think it'll be 2008. I remember that when I was a kid, they went to the playoffs. That was a big deal. So we got the text kind of figured out. I'm gonna stretch it out a bit more. This looks funny. This looks silly. This is obviously a joke. Now let's make it fucking serious. You gotta allow for moments of yourself to not take it serious so that you can find everything that should fall into place for it. I want there to have some layer styles on the text. I play around, find some layer styles. I have a bunch of presets that I like to play around with and figure out which ones kind of work. So now how do we amp up the Rays? How do we make the Rays look like a prominent part of this poster? We're gonna go back into our layer style presets. We've got the text in place. What the fuck is next? How about a little bit of background action? I find all my backgrounds from this little place called Texture Labs. Texture Labs is a pretty damn goated spot. They have a lot of free textures there. If you're a new designer, that's where I would look first. So we got some good, nice plastic textures. These are like honestly some low grade shit. Here we go. We got some nice halftones. That's fucking nice texture too. And right there you can see from the texture, it's already looking 10 times better. This before and after. It gives it life. That's the main purpose of using a texture, is just to give it some more life. I just want to mess with this text a bit more. I don't like to be destructive, so what I do is whenever I take a bunch of layers and I want to mash them together, I always put a convert to smart object, and you can do that by right clicking. And then I start doing whatever I like to. So now we have this crappy glass overlay. You might be thinking, man, Colin, this is looking like crap, bro. And I'm saying, you know what? It kind of is, but that's okay. Anything we do is going to be with these texts combined, so we should just kind of group them together. We're going to delete all this. I also want to squeeze this text a little. I'm thinking I want to change this font now too. We're just a little too serious with this font, man. Crazy how quick things can change. How do we show love? Are we showing, is the objective here to now show love, or are we showing that we love the baseball team, the Devil Rays? And through that, I really like to play around with gradient mapping. But before that, we need to add some more textures. This is still a little boring. It needs a bit of love. We will texture the hell out of it. I think what I also want to do is change the hue and saturation to black and white. So we keep the texture, but we lose the color that we don't need. Gradient map's my favorite thing ever to add. After that, I'd really try to get like an opposite color or something that contrasts immediately from the shadows. Because all you're doing when you're using a gradient map, you're taking your highlights and your shadows and you're just mapping them to the colors. Let's say you have white, black, and gray. That's your midtones, your shadows, and your highlights. And you map red, yellow, and blue. Those will go accordingly to your shadows, midtones, and highlights. Maybe a blue? I don't know. So we're gonna have to keep playing around with it. Maybe I know it says Devil Rays, but maybe we do the actual Rays, the current Rays colors. We're gonna keep that green in there, and we're gonna do this dark blue. So that changed it from that to that. I do like the lighting effect of it, like a gradient kind of coming across the whole image. So we are gonna push that. I think we're missing some more baseball aspect in this now that I'm looking more at it. I just took a picture of the Tropicana Field. I'm gonna throw it on this poster now. There she is. Some of these textures are getting really cluttered. Time to clean this up. I'm just gonna take all these textures off. That doesn't need to be there anymore. I think for this, I really want it to just be like one main color. Can we bring it back? Can we bring it back? There we go. Since I can't get a photo of it, Tropicana Field, I want like the circle of the Tropicana Field. No, you know what? I have a better idea. I want to use the actual baseball field. So we'll put that, yeah, that's behind. And we'll just kind of take some of that out. It has like nice texture. It's got good color. There we go. I really like how that turned out. Bam, bang, done. Shout out the Rays. Shout out Tropicana Field. That's about it. There's the poster. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm thinking about doing more of these videos, so if you enjoyed this, please let me know. Share, comment, like. Stay tuned for next time when we do a poster in the middle of a wake.